verse 1. After these things I looked, and behold, a door standing open in heaven. A door standing open in heaven. So, first of all, the fact that it says after these things is referring to the letters to the congregations. As we read in Revelation 1, the Malach told Yahuhanan or John that he should write the things that were, well, I'm going to find it here. In verse 19 of Revelation 1, it says, write the things which you have seen, and the things which are, and the things which will take place after this. So, as I explained last week in chapter 1, that when it comes to all the writings of Yahuhanan, the things that were written in the book of John, or the Gospel of John. The things that, right, the things which you have seen, the Gospel of John. The things which are, those are the 3 epistles of John. And the things which will take place after this, that will be the book of Revelation. That when it comes to all the writings. However, when it comes to only the book of Revelation, if we were to take the book of Revelation as just what this verse is referring to, then the things that are would be the congregations that were in Asia, to whom John sent those letters of Revelation 2 and 3. So Revelation 2 and 3, when it comes to the historical aspect, had to do with those things which were at that time, and therefore what it says here, and the things which are, right? But for us, they were already. So when it comes to only the book of Revelation chapter 2 and 3 would be this part, the things which are, as I have also explained, the letters to the congregations have to do with what the doctrines of these times represent, or what they believe in. All of it is mentioned in one way or another in those messages to the 7 congregations. So that's why even chapter 1, 2, and 3 of the book of Revelation is prophetical in every way. However, if we were to just see it historically, then chapter 1 would have been write the things which you have seen. Then chapter 2 and 3 would have been and the things which are. And then from chapter 4 would be and the things which will take place after this. And that is why when we start with chapter 4, it says after these things, meaning after the messages to the congregations that were at the time of John. So now it begins to tell us what would happen in the end times during the last week of Daniel, during the last 7 years, pretty much. Not just yet, it's pretty much going to do an introduction for that, but the fact that the chapter begins with after these things is to bring us to the very end of the end. Since the end already started 2,000 years ago, but now we are at the very end. So that's what this is making reference to. After these things I looked, and behold, a door standing open in heaven. And the first voice which I heard was like a trumpet speaking with me, saying, come up here, and I will show you things which must take place after this. When it comes to what I was saying, the historical aspect, from this moment on, Yahuhanan is going to be shown everything that would happen in the end times. After he took care of the letters that he had to send the congregations that were at that time in Asia. Even though all of those chapters are even prophetical when we read them and we compare what it says to each of the doctrines of nowadays. So come up here and I will show you things which must take place after this. So Yahushua, as we know, he is the door, and we see here a door standing open in heaven. Yahuhanan as a believer, as an apostle, of course. So a door opening in heaven, inviting him to enter in order to receive the revelation, to understand what would happen.